Hi, I'm going to tell you what an anaphora is.
Mallory, I really need to go.
An anaphora is the repetition
Mallory,
of a word.
I'm really going to be late.
The repetition of a word or phrase at the beginning of successive clauses.
Really, Mallory, I'm going to be late. I need to go.
That's an anaphora. She's really going to be late and she really needs to go.
Seriously, though, I really need to go.
Oh. Did you just steal my phone?
No, why would I do that?
Right now I'm learning about Exemplums, which is a story told by a medieval preacher to illustrate a moral lesson.
And that applies to me how?
The moral lesson is that you don't need to steal to get what you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
See you later.
You still have my phone.
What?
What do you think about this new shirt I got?
It's interesting.
So you don't like it?
No, I never said that. It's really unique.
The connotative meaning is suggesting that you don't like it.
I never said that. It's really different, and
So you don't like it?
I said it's interesting. Hey Mallory, what's meiosis?
It's like a witty understatement to belittle someone. Like, Lauren, you'd look really good if you got a nose job, or my grandma has the same haircut.
How? That's really mean, Mallory.
No, that's meiosis.
Oh, sure, it's meiosis. You're meiosis.
Litotes is a kind of irony, assertion of something by the denial of its opposite. For example, she's not the quietest would mean she's loud, or you don't look bad today would mean you look nice today. You can remember litotes as litotes is little or an understatement. A parody is a spoof of a more serious work. For example, in Sonnet 130, Shakespeare states, "My mistress's eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red." This is a parody of conventional love poems of his time period. You can remember parody as, "A parrot in a tree is imitating you." Alliteration is the repetition of initial syllable sounds. For example, in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, "From forth the fatal loins of these two foes." One trick you can use to remember alliteration is that iteration means to repeat. Imperfect rhyme, also known as slant, approximate, or partial rhyme, is rhyme that does not sound exact. For example, the words bald and hold and bridge and grudge have the same ending, yet they do not have the same sound. It is easy to remember imperfect rhyme because it is self-explanatory. Imperfect rhyme is not perfect.
Epistrophe, the repetition of a word or phrase at the end of a clause. Example, "For no government is better than the men who compose it, and I want the best, and we need the best, and we deserve the best." You can remember it this way. The letters E and P are repeated at the end of the word epistrophe. Haha. Slowing device, any literary or poetic device that slows the flow of it. For example, that poem by E. Cummings. It uses lots of spacing and dashes to create a slowing. Carpe diem, Latin for seize the day. Type of poem telling you to seize the day, funnily enough. You remember it from the word diem, which means day. Starts with the same letter, D. Parable, a story, usually short and simple, that illustrates a lesson, often used religiously. Way to remember it, parable, fable.
I'm Lisa Simpson, and my word is theme. Theme is the central or dominating idea in a literary work. Good way to remember it is it's not what's at the surface, but it's the underlying message. Good examples of theme are revenge in The Count of Monte Cristo. Thank you. Read a book. Hi, this is Lisa Simpson reporting from Paris with our new word, ballad. A ballad in poetry is where each quatrain forms a separate unit, analogous to the paragraph or stanza. The interesting thing about ballads are that they're usually narrative in development. A good way to think of them is that they're not repeating, but they're presenting new information and pushing the story along. Good examples of this include Bob Dylan's songs such as Tangled Up in Blue. Thanks again.
Good evening. Our word for tonight is mood.
Mood is the predominant feeling in a work, such as anger or happiness. A good way to remember it is that's not what goes into the reaction, but what comes out. Here we have an excerpt from Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, for an example of terror as the mood. Enjoy.
By the hair on your chin. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
Yo, 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 this is Diggity Joe, and our word for today is assonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowels, which is the resemblance or similarity in sound between vowels, followed by different consonants in two or more stressed syllables, like late and fate. Think of it not as rhyming, but echoing. So when you hear a word, and then you hear a similar word later in the same sentence or line, it's like, whoa, I've heard this before. A good example is the poem Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas, featured in the hit Interstellar. Thank you.